about nature of chemistry. Chemistry is traditionally classified further into 5 branches: organic, inorganic, physical, bio, and analytical. One of them, physical chemistry, deals with the studies of properties of matter. It is study of atoms, molecules, and fundamental concepts related to electrons, energies, and dynamics therein. It provides basic framework for all the other branches of chemistry. Matter can be further classified into pure substances and mixtures on the basis of chemical composition. Pure substances have a definite chemical composition and properties, but mixtures have no definite chemical composition and properties. You know the example of those. Examples of pure substances: pure metal and distilled water, and the examples of mixtures: paint is mixture of soils, pigment, additive, concrete, a mixture of sand, cement, water. Pure substances are further divided into elements and compounds. Elements are pure substances which cannot be broken down into simpler substances by ordinary chemical changes, and compounds are the pure substances which cannot be broken down into simpler substances by ordinary chemical changes. Elements are further classified as metals, non-metals, and metalloids. 1. Metals. 1. Have a luster, a shiny appearance. 2. Conduct heat and electricity. 3. Can be drawn into wire, are ductile. 4. Can be hammered into thin sheets, are malleable. Examples of metal: gold, silver, copper, iron. Mercury is a liquid metal at room temperature. 2. Non-metals. 1. Have no luster. Exception: diamond, iodine. 2. Are poor conductors of heat and electricity. Exception: graphite. 3. Cannot be hammered into sheets or drawn into wire because they are brittle. Example: iodine, nitrogen, carbon, etc. 3. Metalloids. Some elements have properties intermediate between metals and non-metals and are called metalloids or semi-metals. Examples include arsenic, silicon, and germanium. Now let's see states of matter. You are also aware that matter exists in 3 different states, namely gas, liquid, and solid. Properties of matter and their measurement, which can be classified into 2 categories as physical properties and chemical properties. Color, odor, melting point, boiling point, density, etc. are physical properties. An example of chemical properties are: coal burns in air to produce carbon dioxide, or as shown in figure, magnesium wire burns in air in the presence of oxygen to form magnesium oxide. Measurement of properties. Many properties of matter such as mass, length, area, pressure, volume, time, etc. are quantitative in nature. Any quantitative measurement is expressed by a number followed by units in which it is measured. There are several systems in which units are expressed, such as CGS, centimeter for length, gram for mass, and second for time; FPS, foot, pound, second; and MKS, meter, kilogram, second, systems, etc. In 1960, the General Conference of Weight and Measure proposed revised metric system called International System of Units, that is SI units. Look at the table. Speed, volume, density, etc. can be derived from these quantities. Physical properties: mass and weight, length, volume, density, temperature. Laws of chemical combination, law of conservation of mass. Antoine Lavoisier, 1743 to 1794, a French scientist, is often referred to as the father of modern chemistry. He observed that total mass of reactants equals to total mass of products. When hydrogen gas burns and combines with oxygen to yield water, the mass of the water formed is equal to the mass of the hydrogen and oxygen consumed. Thus, the law of conservation of mass states that mass can neither be created nor destroyed. Law of definite proportions. French chemist Joseph Proust performed experiments on 2 samples of cupric carbonate. One of the samples was natural in origin and the other was a synthetic one. He found that the composition of elements present in it was same for both the samples as shown below. A given compound always contains exactly the same proportion of elements by weight. Law of multiple proportions. This law was proposed by John Dalton in 1803. It has been observed that when two elements A and B form more than one compound, the masses of element B that combine with the given mass of A are always in the ratio of small whole numbers. Here it is found that the two masses of oxygen, that is 16 grams and 32 grams, which combine with a fixed mass of hydrogen 2 grams, are in the ratio of small whole numbers, that is 16:32 or 1:2. Gay-Lussac Law of Gaseous Volume. This law was put forth by Gay-Lussac in 1808. The law states that when gases combine or are produced in a chemical reaction, they do so in a simple ratio by volume, provided all gases are at same temperature and pressure. Thus, the volumes of hydrogen gas and oxygen gas which combine together, that is 100 ml and 50 ml, producing two volumes of water vapor which amounts to 100 ml, bear a simple ratio of 2:1:2. Avogadro Law. In 1811, Avogadro proposed that equal volumes of all gases at the same temperature and pressure contain equal number of molecules. Two molecules of hydrogen gas combine with one molecule of oxygen to give two molecules of water vapor. Dalton's atomic theory. In 1808, Dalton published a new system of chemical philosophy in which he proposed the following features, which later became famous as Dalton's atomic theory. 1. Matter consists of tiny, indivisible particles called atoms. 2. All the atoms of a given element have identical properties including mass. Atoms of different elements differ in mass. 3. Compounds are formed when atoms of different elements combine in a fixed ratio. 4. Chemical reactions involve only the reorganization of atoms. Atoms are neither created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. Atomic and molecular masses. You know about the terms atoms and molecules. Thus, it is appropriate here to understand what we mean by atomic and molecular masses. Atomic mass. Every element has a characteristic atomic mass. Atomic mass is the mass of an atom. It is actually very, very small. For example, the mass of one hydrogen atom is 1.6736 into 10 raised to minus 24 grams. This is very small quantity and not easy to measure. Average atomic mass. The atomic mass of such an element is the weighted average of atomic masses of its isotopes, taking into account them atomic masses of isotopes and the relative abundance, that is, percentage occurrence. This is called average atomic mass of an element. In the periodic table of elements, the atomic masses mentioned for different elements are actually their average atomic masses. Remember, as shown at table, in the periodic table of elements, the atomic masses mentioned for different elements are actually their average atomic masses. For practical purpose, the average atomic mass is rounded off to the nearest whole number when it differs from it by a very small fraction. Molecular mass. Molecular mass of a substance is the sum of average atomic masses of the atoms of an element which constitute the molecule. It is obtained by multiplying average atomic mass of each element by the number of its atoms and adding them together. For example, the molecular mass of carbon dioxide, CO2, is equal to 1 into average atomic mass of C plus 2 into average atomic mass of O equals to 1 into 12.0 U plus 2 into 16.0 U equals to 44.0 U. Next, formula mass. The formula mass of a substance is the sum of atomic masses of the atoms present in the formula. Find the formula mass of 1. NaCl, 2. CuNO3 2. 1. Formula mass of NaCl equals to average atomic mass of Na plus average atomic mass of Cl equals to 23.0 U plus 35.5 U equals to 58.5 U. 2. Formula mass of CuNO3 2 equals to average atomic mass of Cu plus 2 into average atomic mass of nitrogen plus average atomic mass of 3 oxygen equals to 63.5 plus 2 into 14 plus 3 into 16 equals to 187.5 U. Mole concept and molar mass. Mole. We use a quantitative adjective mole to express the large number of submicroscopic entities like atoms, ions, electrons, etc. present in a substance. Definition. 1 mole is the amount of a substance that contains as many entities or particles as there are atoms in exactly 12 grams or 0.012 kg of the carbon minus 12 isotope. Note that the name of the unit is mole and the symbol for the unit is mole. Molar mass. The mass of 1 mole of a substance, element or compound in grams is called its molar mass. The molar mass of any element in grams is numerically equal to atomic mass of that element in U. Similarly, molar mass of any substance existing as polyatomic molecule in grams is numerically equal to its molecular mass or formula mass in U. Moles and gases. If we want to find the number of moles of gas, we can do this more conveniently by measuring the volume rather than mass of the gas. Chemists have deducted from Avogadro law that 1 mole of any gas occupies a volume of 22.4 dm cube at standard temperature 0 degrees Celsius and pressure 1 atm (STP).